afraid to die? Who isn't? When I was a kid, I used to wake up in the night and see the dark pressing all around me, and I'd get so scared. I'd think I was dead, buried. I'd try to scream. I couldn't. My voice, I'd know I was dead. I know it. I'd throw off the cover. I'd cry out, Mother! Mother! Why? Why did I yell out like that? Why? Why should I be scared now? I want to die.
The wages of sins are death. The wages of sins are death.
The wages of sin are death. Funny how I seem to hear the words the way my father used to say them. The wages of sin. But was it sin? No, it was hate. I killed her because I hated her. I remember the first time we met. Jay had just married me, and we were walking along the street to his house.
Oh, Ella, you'll like my ma. Really, you will.
Will I?
Sure, she's swell. Best woman in the world.
Is she?
I mean, well, you're my wife now, Ella. That proves what I think of you, don't it?
I guess it does.
You and Ma will get along fine. Ha, will this be a surprise to her? Well, here's the house. What do you think of it?
It's all right.
Well, in we go. Ha, well, Ma's eyes pop when she sees you. Pop right out, I'll bet you. Come on. Ma, open up. Got a surprise for you.
Jay, where have you been, son? What? Oh.
Surprised, eh, Ma? Meet Ella.
Jay, you've brought home a woman.
When she said it like that, from the start, I knew I hated her. And that's the way it was from then on. I wasn't Jay's wife to her, but a woman, a stranger in her house. And it was her house and everything in it. Nothing's Jay's, everything's hers.
Ma, can I use your car to take Ella riding? Ma, mind if Ella plants some roses in your garden? Ma, is it all right if Ella uses some of your tiles to make covers for the...
That's the way it was. Hers, hers, everything hers. All I had was Jay, and he wasn't much. You can't blame me. You hear me? You can't blame me for not standing it. All my life, I'd have nothing, and at last I was married, and I still had nothing. Her house, her car, her money, her son. I couldn't stand it, I tell you. So I killed her.
The wages of sins are death.
Why do I keep hearing Pa's words in my head? I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to do it. It's just that I want to sit here on top of the ladder and think about everything for a while. It's the last chance I'll get. So, like I said, I killed her. Oh, not right away. I stood for it at weeks and months, but all the time inside of me, something was talking.
Kill her. Kill her. Everything will be yours. Kill her. Everything will be yours.
At first, soft like, then louder and louder until my head was filled with it. Louder and louder till I couldn't stand it no more. Louder and louder until I said, yes, yes, I'll do it. Yes, everything be mine. Everything. I always wanted it that way. It had to be that way. Here, in this basement, that's where it happened. Jay went to work. I came down here. Oh, it wasn't very hard to do what I had to do. I remember every minute of it so well. Every minute. I called her, and she came down into the basement.
You called me, Ella?
Yes, I called you.
What's the matter?
Somebody took the lid off the sewer down here.
Land sakes alive, now who could have done that? Heavy iron cover like that? Jay wouldn't have done it.
Is it deep down there?
Course it's deep. Ain't a sewer anyway. Covers an old well this building was built over.
Oh.
What are you owing about? I heard my son Jay telling you the same thing weeks ago.
Yes, he did. Funny, I forgot. Oh, look.
What?
Down in the well. Look.
I don't see nothing. Well!
It's your well, isn't it, Mama?
I'm
your
drowning.
Well.
Ella,
Everything's
Ella,
yours.
Don't you
so
hear me?
Stay in
Help.
it.
Help. Ella.
Stay in it, Mama. Stay in it. You're well, but everything else is mine now. Everything. Mine. Mine. And that's the way it was. Easy. Too easy. Jay came home. He said,
Say, Ella, where's Ma?
I don't know. She wasn't here when I got back from the store. Must have gone out.
Oh, well, she'll be back. Leave it to Ma.
But she didn't come back. How could she? Jay went to the police. They came around. They asked questions. They went away. And nothing happened. It was as easy as that.
The wages of sin are death. The wages of sin are death.
Why do I keep hearing that in my head? Why? Why? I'm gonna die. The rope around my neck, just a little bit longer of talking, just a little. She was gone. I had her house and her son, and then I didn't want him. Always talking about her morning and night. Mama this and mama that. Mama always did this way and that way. And I tell you, he just made me sick to look at him. Mama, mama. I wanted to forget. Forget. And how could I forget with his fat lips saying, Mama, Mama, Mama? And then one day I got an idea. There was one more room under that iron lid in the basement, wasn't there? That was it. Yes, that was it. Got free of her, now I get free of him. Sell the horse quick, get out far away. Yes, that was it. A free woman with my looks and all that money. I would have a time. I planned everything. Told the neighbors Jay was going on a trip, a long trip. Give me the time to sell everything. Oh, I planned good. I'd say Jay written me to sell the place and join him out of town. Oh, I tell you, it was perfect. He came home that night, the night I was going to let him join his mama.
Anybody home?
I'm always home.
You said that just like Mama used to.
Did I?
Say, that reminds me. I got a new detective agency working on the case. They think that maybe she lost her memory somehow. You know, like you read about.
All right, all right.
But Ella.
Sit down and eat your supper. Want it to get cold?
Don't see why you don't want to talk about finding Mama. After all.
Sit down and eat your supper. You'll find your mama.
You think so, Ella?
Sure.
Say, that's good hearing you say that. Finding my mama. That's something I sure'd like to do.
He sat down to eat. I'd made him a good supper. Why not? His last supper. And then it happened. We were sitting there eating when there was a knocking at the door.
Now, who can that be?
How should I know? Get up and answer it.
Yeah. Peddler, I'll bet you. Nobody here.
Huh?
Nobody here.
Then shut the door and come back and finish your supper.
Funny. I heard knocking plain, didn't you?
Kids playing jokes. Go on and eat. I want you to help me fix something in the basement.
Fix what?
You'll see. Finish your eating first.
Okay.
Those crazy kids.
I'll...
No, sit where you are. I'll go in.
Ella, wait.
Wait for what?
Listen. That knocking. How funny it sounds.
Those kids.
But it's from the basement door.
No.
Well, I'd better go see who...
No, Jay. Don't open that door. Don't, I tell you.
Don't see why not. Somebody knocking. I gotta see.
Jay, leave the door closed.
Why? What's the matter with you? I gotta open it. I gotta see.
No, Jay.
No.
Oh, no.
Mama. Mama.
Yeah, it was her, all right. There she was. Eyes glaring, dirty, gray old hair plastered wet around her face, standing there. I could see her with my own eyes. And yet she was dead, I tell you. Dead! Dead! Jay didn't know that. No. He took that dead thing by the arm and led her into the room, and he sat her down in a chair.
Oh, Mama, Mama, you did come back. I knew you would. We both knew it, didn't we, Ella? Now tell us, Mama, where have you been? Why did you go? Yeah, and why come back this funny way? The back way, up the basement steps. Why, Mama?
I
Mama, you're sick. Oh, Ella, look, she's dripping wet, and it ain't rained in days. Ella, quick, take her upstairs and put her to bed. Yeah, and maybe you'd better sleep with her tonight. Keep her warm. Ella, why are you looking so funny? Ella, you fainted. Ella, why did you faint? Why?
Sure, I fainted. Me sleeping with that? Me keeping that thing warm? Oh no, I didn't wake up until next morning. Jay was leaving for work. He told me she was sleeping in her room to take a good care of her when she woke up. Then he went away, happy his mama was back. When he was gone, I sat down there in the kitchen and waited. I waited a long time, listening, listening. The clock hands crawled slow around and around, but there was only the sound of its ticking. Nothing from upstairs, nothing from her. It's gone on to 5. Soon he'd come home. I had to know. I tell you, I had to. I went upstairs to her room. I opened the door. Nobody there. Nobody there, I tell you. The bed not even slept in. She'd never been there. Never. I dreamed it. Jay dreamed it. She wasn't there. She hadn't come back. But I had to be sure. I went down into the basement. I pried up that old iron lid. There was the open well. I lit a lantern and held it in the black hole. I looked in. She was there, floating in the water like a big fat. Ugh. But she was there. That's all that mattered. I piled things over the lid to hold it down. An old trunk, boxes, heavy things. That's what I did. Jay came home after a while. He said,
How's Mama?
I said, all right. He said,
Call her down to dinner, will ya?
I said, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what I said. I knew Mama was all right where she was. We sat down to dinner. He kept talking about her, how funny it was that she was still sleeping, how funny it was the way she came back. But all the time I was laughing inside by myself because I knew what had happened was just a strange dream we both had because she was dead, dead and floating. We sat there eating. I felt good. A bad dream ended for the night. Jay would join his mama swimming. And then, just like the night before, it happened.
Say, now who in the world's that? And it's at the basement door again. Now what in the... Mama? You?
Yeah, I screamed. What good was that? There she was again, the water dripping down off her face and clothes puddling on the floor. And all the time I knew it was no dream. She came into the room. She sat down on the chair. Jay talking, talking all the time, not understanding yet, thinking that she'd wandered out again. No, he didn't understand. He thought the wet on her face was from the rain that was falling outside. He didn't see the way I saw. The flesh on her face was. It started to thunder, and Jay said,
Oh, Mama, you should never have sneaked out on a night like this. Now to bed with you. In the morning, I'll call the doctor. Ella, you take Mama upstairs to bed, and this time, be sure you sleep with her. You know how scared she is of thunder? Go on now, she's soaked to the skin.
I just sat there. I tell you, I couldn't move. Thinking of going upstairs with her, being in the same room with her, it froze me to my chair. Then Jay said,
No, come to think of it, I'll go fetch the doctor right now. Can't take any more chances. Ella, you take Mama right upstairs and put her to bed. Lie down with her. Keep her warm till I get back with Doc Williams.
then he was gone. Gone after the doctor. I sat there, the flesh crawling on me. The doctor'd come and he'd see that she was dead, dead a long time. He'd be sure to see it, the way I saw it, dead and bloated from the water, and sitting there staring at me. How long we sat there staring at each other, I don't know. And then her lips moved, and it was like a cold wind.
My son said to put me to bed.
That's what she said. My son said, put me to bed. And then I understood the whole thing. She come back from the dead to keep me from killing him. And she wanted me along upstairs too. To No, I wouldn't do it. I sat there without moving. Her lips moved again.
He said to keep me warm. Come upstairs, Ella, to keep me warm.
Me keeping that dead thing warm, her wet, cold, stripping skin against a. No, I wouldn't do it. She thought she'd make me crazy that way. Hold me in her bony arms until the sense in me ran out the way the well water was running out of her. Make me crazy. Something to be locked away like they locked my own mother away. Crazy. Crazy. No, it wouldn't happen to me. She wouldn't make me crazy. Not me. I got to my feet. I turned quick before she could stop me. The basement door. I locked it behind me. I ran down the basement steps. Oh, I knew how to cheat her. The sure way, the only way. That's why I'm down here. The rope around my neck, the other end tied to the crossbeam. I'll jump off this ladder, the rope will stretch, I'll be dead, and she'll never get me crazy. Still thundering. If I make noise as I choke, nobody will hear me. I'll never see her again. Mother died crazy, but I'll die sane. You hear me? Sane! There isn't much time. Jay and the doctor will be coming back. I've got to be dead then. Good and dead. Or they'll find out the truth about her. Why don't I do it now? The rope will tighten quickly. I'll hardly know what happened. Why don't I do it? Because I'm afraid. There'll be just nothing when I'm dead, and I'm afraid of that nothing. It'll be so dark, empty. Things will go on, the world, and I'll have nothing but the dark. Why should I die? If I left this house, she wouldn't follow me, would she? That's all she wants. The house, her Jay. Well, she can have him. I'll go right away, far away. They'll never find me. Never. Got to hurry and get away before Jay and the doctor can't get the rope off. Who's there? Who's coming down the steps? Is that you, Jay? You followed me down? How could you? I locked the door. But then I put that iron lid over you too, didn't I? And it didn't do much good. Listen, I'll go away. And Jay, I'll leave him too. I won't take anything with me. I'll just go. And if I do that, if I never come back, that'll make everything all right, won't it? You're not going to climb up the ladder. Don't come closer. I can't stand your coming closer. The ladder will fall. The rope, it's still around my neck. If I fall, I'll. No, you won't make me die. I won't choke. I'll live. I'll hold onto the rope. It isn't right to die. They'll think I killed myself. That's a sin. I know that now. I have to live. My arms are strong and I can hold onto the rope above my head for a long time. Jay will be home right away. He'll get home and he'll get me down. I'll live. I will. And you'll still be dead. Dead. I'll tell them you fell in the well. They'll believe me. They'll believe me. Can't let go. Can't hang. Got to live. Got to live. My arms. So tired. Got to hold on. Got to hold on to the rope. Cramp in my arm. Jay, hurry. Cramp in my arm. I can't hold on anymore. Jay, hurry. I wouldn't have killed you, Jay. Jay, I can't hold on. Jay!